Hey everybody, Arnaldo Hoffman here. Today I want to talk to you about the Airstream DMX. I've done a couple of videos of this already and it was a huge hit at NAMM. A lot of you guys are asking about information about what this is, what it does. So I want to tell you a little bit about it, why I love it, and how you can learn more about it. So what is the Airstream DMX? This is an all-in-one DMX control solution from any iOS device. But Arnaldo, there's already other DMX control solutions. You're absolutely right. You're talking about ADJ sister company Acclaim, who came out with one years ago. Then after that, Elation and a couple other brands and so forth. And there's tons of great solutions out there. Each of them have their own strengths and weaknesses. I've even done videos on some of them. But this is very different. So first of all, let's look at the development itself. Now, the gentleman who developed this box, or the whole unit, is also the same guy that wrote the software and firmware for the Show Designer, the Midicon, and the Midicon Pro. And if you're not familiar with my love affair with the Midicon Pro, you definitely got to check out the videos on that. But not only did he write the software for Airstream DMX, but he also wrote the firmware in here, the chips. Everything was chosen in-house. There isn't a single outsourced part. We just took in everything. Very carefully constructed to make sure you get the most bang for your buck, best powerful lighting control out of any iOS device. So you've got three different things here. First of all, we've got the Wi-Fi antenna. This is the Wi-Fi EXR, which means extended range. So any traditional Wi-Fi fixture or transceiver, you're going to get a 2,500 foot range. We've got a Wi-Fi antenna. This creates a direct connection to your iOS device. And right now, they're actually adding some firmware so you can use another router. So if you want to use a 5.8 gigahertz band instead of 2.4, or use an access point, or whatever the case may be. Now, this isn't ad hoc, meaning it's not some cheap, flimsy connection between this and your device. This is a full access point. I'll explain on that a little bit more. And on the back, we've got a USB for more updates, and we have DMX out. And yes, you can do Wi-Fi and DMX out at the same time. Now, on the bottom of this, of course, you can do the little bracket, and it's got a really strong magnet to wipe out your credit card. Also, to attach it to any particular device. So how does this work? Well, there's going to be a ton of tutorials on there, so make sure to click BAM right here to see the playlist of all the different things that you can do with it, how to do all sorts of, neat, cool controls. But in a short term, or in a short run, you patch your lights. Super easy to patch your lights. If the profile's not on there, you can make your own super fast. You program your lights, and you can do scenes. You can do step-by-step. You can stack them. You can do effects. And what's really cool is if you have a moving head, you can actually just draw around, and the moving head will draw or move wherever you move your finger. It'll even track how fast you move the speed. So a lot of really cool stuff. If you're going to do a permanent installation, or if you're going to do a rental, the worst fear anybody has is, oh my God, somebody's going to sit there and mess with my lights and the programming, and it's all done for, and catastrophe, and grandma's on fire, whatever the case may be. The Airstream DMX has a kiosk mode. You basically lock it in, and it prevents some annoying 13-year-old or 5-year-old or your assistant DJ from messing with your programming. So that's really cool right off the spot. Now, while we're talking about the Airstream DMX, we also have a Facebook group. So actually, I can't put links over here. Bam! Link down there in the description. Make sure to join. Ken, who is a developer, is in there right now taking feedback from users. Hey, I'd like to see this option. I'd like to see that option. And he's putting that in there. And again, because we only have to worry about iOS, those features are coming at an incredible pace. It is not battery powered. There's a lot of magic to cram inside a small box, so it just uses a regular 9 to 12 volt DC. So that means if you lose the little power adapter here, you can just use any 9 or 12 volt adapter. Just take your child's stupid charger thing for something he probably doesn't even remember he has, and use that. That's what I do all the time. So don't tell my wife I said that, even though she's right next to me. Another great thing about it in general is that, again, it's super easy to program. You can actually run multiple devices on it at the same time. So you can have your iPad, you can export your show off from your iPad through iTunes and drag it into your iPhone, and that way you can have multiple control from various devices. Now, I want to talk to you about the Wi-Fi connection. As we know, the answer of how much range does the wireless network get is, it depends. In some cases, when I was at NAMM, there's 100 different access points everywhere. And it just, sometimes you got a really stable connection with some routers. They just wouldn't even show up at all. This actually is a really, really strong connection. So it actually perforated or permeated. I'm not sure what the word would be, but it just punched through all the other wireless signals out there and showed up on my phone. However, This is not just sending a, this is not sending a command here and then this translates it. This isn't just saying, okay, make a circle, and the box is going, okay, make it a circle. No, there's a constant connection, just like any DMX software. So what that means is, the further you are away from this, the more of a lag that you're gonna get with your lights. Now, there shouldn't be a lag if you are within 75 feet. I've walked in a 75-foot radius in a crowd full of people in the middle of NAMM, and I got a really, really good connection. So at a wedding, you may get a little bit more. If you're going 100, 200 feet, you may still have a wireless connection. I did, but there's going to be a lag because now it's got a longer ping, which means connection time between point A and point B. So hopefully that answers a little bit of that. But the EXR range has not disappeared. You're still getting that 2,500 foot range, which is absolutely incredible. Can you use other wireless devices with it? No! Stop asking. Okay. Can you use any brand of lights? Yes, as long as they are DMX compatible. And if you do not know how, if you see in there that there's no profile for your light, then you can easily make your own profile. And I've got tons of videos right there show you exactly how to do that. So again, that is the Airstream Bridge DMX Revolution. Wait for it. Nary. So you thought I was going to say dairy, but revolution dairy is not a word. Come on, people, keep up with me here. Absolutely revolutionary control of your DMX. And, the way that I've been telling people is if you want something more powerful than the NE1, still very easy to use, this is it. If you have my DMX, but you're looking at different DMX software, something that's easier than CompuShow from Elation, but more powerful than DMX in the sense that you can stack scenes and combine different things, bam, this is it. If you don't want to have a second computer because now you look like an uber nerd having one computer and the other computer here, as if we didn't look like David Guetta enough, bam, this is it. If you hate laptops in general, and that's why you bought a media device that uses USBs, and you're like, I don't want a laptop at all, bam, this is it. Really cool. Airstream Bridge, DMX, everybody loves it, including your grandmother. Do not miss out. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, share with your friends, share with your enemies, whatever the case may be. Thank you all for watching. Good night, and God bless. Toodaloo.